What's up, guys? In this video, I've got some actionable insights that's going to help you to stay on track with your fitness goals this holiday season. Could be if you're looking to gain muscle or lose fat or just improve your physique or just kind of maintain with a general healthy physique. And it has to do with one concept or one principle, and that principle is the principle or the key of moderation. All right? We do things in moderation because we everything's about balance, and even too much of a good thing can end up being not good or bad. So that's the concept I want to break down. And we have Thanksgiving coming up next week. We've got the December holiday season, of which some of you are celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, or just maybe don't really celebrate, but you're going to still be taking part in festivities, holiday dinners at your companies, holiday dinners that you're hosting for your company, whatever the case is. And moderation is going to be the key for us to be getting through this time where we are still on track and we're still hopefully making improvements and working towards that better version of ourselves. So let's get in. One thing I want to tell you up front with the key with this principle of moderation, the big phrase I hear or saying I hear thrown around is all things in moderation. I have a slight twist to that. My saying is all good things in moderation. All right. That's inspired by, I don't know if this is the first person that said it. There may be other people, but some of you may know by now I'm part of the Seventh Day Adventist Church, and I've read a lot of Ellen G. White's writings. And that's someone the first time when I read something that she wrote. I can't tell you what work she has a lot of works, what work it was from, but that was the first time that kind of clicked to me that all good things in moderation. And obviously some people are going to have different definitions of what good is, right? So that kind of can definitely cause little discrepancies of what we think we should be doing. But I would say my saying is all good things in moderation, and most things that a lot of things that we have, if not most, they can be good in the right amounts. Okay, so that breaks that concept down, and then that's up to your judgment in terms of what because it's kind of partly based on your beliefs and values, and there's level for differences in opinion. So you got to figure for yourself what you feel is conducive for the kind of goals you have, not only fitness, but just spiritually, general health, mindset, just in your life, social life included, right? Okay, so guys, the key with moderation is we don't overdo things. We have things in the right amounts. We everything's in a it's also with the concepts of balance. You balance things out, right? It's not just something's lopsided, or it kind of goes along with that, right? And so with the holiday we have coming up now in 6 days, Thanksgiving, for those of you in America, obviously, right, in the US, we're going to have a ton of food in front of us. And what we want to be doing to be getting through this and staying on track with our goals, it's going to vary a little bit by people. Some of you looking to gain, this is going to be a nice holiday for you. Those of you that are more at a stage, whether you're cutting or just trying to more maintain your physique without really putting on too much added size, maybe you got to lose fat, is more kind of where you are to improve. We all have to kind of figure how to navigate where we're going to stay on track with our goals and preferably keep working better towards them, right? Those looking to lose fat, you're going to want to figure out ways where you do enjoy some extra food that day, and not you want to enjoy the food, have a little extra, but on the same hand you don't want to go totally overboard that it just throws you totally off track, and then you want to get back on track in that reasonable time frame to, even if you have a bigger meal that day, you keep working towards your goal, right? The kind of things that this applies really at all times. It's just especially during the holiday time when we're going to be having a lot of gatherings with families and at holiday dinners for firms, maybe just extra time of you going out with friends for whatever, a Friendsgiving or some kind of a Christmas celebration or holiday celebration you do with your friends. I don't know, what else could there be? Secret Santa, just in general, just when you have more time off from work, you end up going out to eat more, whatever. You know, we want to practice moderation, not overdo it. The kind of ways to do that is with just trying to keep your meals, even if it's a little bit less clean than what you normally eat. You do that, but you don't go extremely overboard. I.e., you have a nice steak dinner out, but you're not having like a cheeseburger with bun of two donuts as the bun. You do you have what else? What other kind of examples? But stick to meals that are, yeah, they're a little less clean than what you normally eat, but they're not so crazy over the top that you're getting like 2 or 3 times the amount of calories of what you normally get in a meal or something crazy like that, right? That's the idea. Part of the idea with moderation, keep it kind of close-ish to what you normally do, but still, I don't want to say the word indulge, but do enjoy a little bit more, right? That's one way that this concept of moderation can be applied. Another way is just with portion controls. Not, you have maybe you have a meal out, you have a nice steak. If you're kind of, maybe an 8 ounce steak is better for you to be getting than a whole pound of meat at once of something that's maybe a little fattier and cooked in butter. Something normally is not going to fit into your diet as well. Keep things more in moderation. Go for a smaller portion size. Include some, good vegetable sources or some good clean carb sources, like, I don't know, potatoes or some kind of a pasta or something. And, you have that with your meal when you're having your meal out. And, instead of having just a crazy over the top meal where you have a 16-ounce steak, you get some kind of, I don't know, candied yams, you get, what else? You just go overboard with eating a ton of the bread they prepare and you slather it in butter. Portion controls. If you keep things more in moderation with the portions, not going overboard with the portions. That goes back to keeping the portions kind of maybe close to what you normally eat, maybe a little bit of larger portions than what you normally eat. Enjoy yourself a bit. There's nothing wrong with that time and time, right? But you got to do these things again in moderation. All good things in moderation. It can be good sometimes to be eating more food, but in moderation. Having a little more food than what you normally eat, not going overboard with way, way more food than what you normally eat, right? These are the kind of ideas. With the holiday we have coming up now in 6 days, Thanksgiving, we're going to have a ton of food at once, which I can't give you any science-y principles behind this, but I just know this is true from experience and practice. You're able to eat more if you eat more of different foods. So to rephrase this, if you have 2 or 3 different foods you eat in a meal, it would be easier for you to eat more if, let's say, you're eating 5 or 6 different foods in a meal. And again, I can't explain the science of nutrition. I just know it's true, and some of you will just know it too. So here at Thanksgiving, where you're going to be having an excess of 5 different foods, like whether the turkey or the ham, or the turkey and the ham, then plus all the side dishes, you're going to have it's probably going to be more like 10 or more different foods you're going to have access to. And yeah, for one day, when you have all this good food, try a little bit of everything, but keep in mind, it is easier to eat more when you are eating a more variety of different foods all at once. I.e., it's easier to eat more if you have 5 or 6 different foods you're eating at once versus if you have maybe 2 or 3 different foods you're eating at once at a serving. Okay, so keep that in mind with portion controls and just with keeping it in moderation. Where enjoy those different foods. Maybe some of the foods you have a smaller portion, or maybe you're going to kind of adjust your how much you're eating for the rest of the day before Thanksgiving. Some of you could be, you just have a lighter type of lunch, and then you have your Thanksgiving dinner. You have a lighter type of lunch. Or maybe instead of a full lunch, you have more of just a little bit of a snack, just to kind of hold you and not put you in a state where you're just see food, eat food at Thanksgiving, right? These are kind of ways for you to help stay in moderation and do things in moderation with Thanksgiving and still, indulge a little bit though, right? Then the other concept, obviously, not concept, but then obviously we're going to be having a lot of sweets and goodies during these holidays with, holiday cookies, Thanksgiving. I don't know, my family is doing pies is typically what we have. Sometimes cookies too. I think it's maybe just going to be pies, but I'm not in charge of that detail of that part of the cooking. Not doing any of the cooking for Thanksgiving for that matter. But anyways, the desserts we, we got to just enjoy sometimes as people, right? But eating desserts just not really conducive for any fitness goal. So just the biggest thing with that is just keeping controlled portions. It's going to be hard to just only have one dessert, right? But keep it in mind again that easier to eat more of food when you're eating more of different kinds of foods at once. All right. So we just got to keep that in mind. We got to try to keep things in order. And, for those of you that have kind of a workout split where it's not like chest this day, back this day, legs this day, might be smart the Friday after Thanksgiving or the workout before Thanksgiving meal on Thanksgiving Day, do a more demanding workout like back or legs that day, one of those 2 days, right? Put the calories to use, and yeah, that's another idea as well. And that's kind of different from moderation, but that's the kind of things with moderation, guys. It's going to be like portion control, keeping things closest to your normal baseline of what's helping support your goals, but still indulging a bit, but not going crazy over the top. And then obviously, getting back on track in that reasonable time frame, whether that's Friday or Saturday or whatever it is that's going to work for your goals and not totally put you off track, and that's not going to obviously not going to just totally throw you off track. You're going to keep the train on the tracks, and the train doesn't go off the tracks. Whatever it is that time frame for you, then you get back on your normal routine, right? And that's kind of the keys with applying this concept with moderation and how we're going to go a little different than what we normally do for these holidays, right? We are going to enjoy some sweets and some goodies. We're going to eat some foods at meals with our family or out with friends and family or at holiday dinners or whatever. I personally don't drink. Some of you might enjoy a little bit of alcoholic beverages, but we're going to do these things in moderation, and we're not going to go overboard, and we're going to stay in general on the right track. We're not going to get totally thrown off track during this time. Guys, that's the concept with moderation. And again, saying I go with is all good things in moderation. And defining good things would be a concept for another video. But that's just something to think about. It's something to give your mind a little time to digest with, not just all things in moderation, all good things in moderation. Guys, let's have a happy holiday time. And let's, whether you're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, or just taking part in festivities with others, or just enjoying the extra time off, an extra kind of time of the year where we go out with friends and family and such, let's enjoy it, but let's stay on track. All right? That's what I got for today. Those of you subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing and for supporting. And if you're not subscribed already, please do subscribe, as I share a lot of knowledge and actionable tips and just things that are going to help you with reaching your fitness goals, especially with gaining muscle and getting stronger. Also things as well with getting leaner and just, maintaining a good physique for those of you that are more about with general health. I also share a lot on my Instagram at Nick Venuto Fitness. Here's definitely where I teach at a more higher level though and stuff, as with these longer type videos. It gives me a lot more time to break things down and explain things. So please subscribe here. Follow on Instagram at Nick Venuto Fitness. And if you could use some help with improving yourself with your fitness goals, and especially those of you that are really need it to be done in a certain way that's in balance with your schedule, with enjoying life, like with this holiday time of the year we're having, and just with in general balancing around your work, your career, or your business demands. I know what you're going through very well from experience, having been in public accounting and then now being self-employed, coaching others to do it. So if you have interest, I have my Calendly below if you'd like to schedule a time to talk to me and meet me over Zoom. Definitely set up a time to talk, and I can show you what it would look like to work with me and help you to achieve your fitness goals. So guys, Calendly's below if that is of interest for you. And if not, just keep watching as I share a lot more I can help you. Hey guys, hope for those of you in the those of you in the US, I'll do another video before then, but hope you have a happy Thanksgiving and hope this is helpful for you for your Thanksgiving meal to navigate. Hope this provided good value for you. Guys, I'm done now, so thanks again for watching. Have a good day.